and there's something going on with you. That's the reason why you're on Ignition-Interlock.
Yes, ma'am.
So what I'm going to tell you is if you don't follow these rules, there may not be any more compliance hearings for you. There may just right. Yes, Miss Abrams.
Sure. So this is a compliance hearing. Do you have a copy of the supplemental report?
Yes.
Okay, so, in the supplemental report, there has been concerns in regards to Mr. Gonzalez's use of alcohol and, some failed to submit into his ignition interlock device. I spoke with Mr. Gonzalez and he has a couple of reasons that he would like to share with the court. And I do have a couple of recommendations.
All right. So what would you like to share with me?
They were asking, why there was some periods where I didn't have any tests.
Okay, so whenever you speak to me, you need to look me in the eye so I can read whether or not you're being honest with me, all right?
Okay, yes, ma'am.
So what's going on with you?
So there was an instance where I got into a vehicle collision when I was at work. I deliver mail for the postal service, and those vehicles are.
Okay, I can't hear you. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. Do I need to get
Everyone, please whisper. No, you're sort of mumbling a little bit.
I'm sorry. I don't know if I know.
Speak up.
Yeah. So anyway, there was a medical issue that I had a procedure done, so I wasn't using my vehicle for a while, and then there was an instance there where they had ripped off my catalytic converters to my vehicle, so I had to send the vehicle in and.
So that's the reasons for you not testing to the vehicle.
Yeah, because there was a couple windows there that she was asking me about that I didn't have
So-
tests for.
Explain the alcohol use though.
I just got careless, I don't know how else to describe it. I've been on the program for a while and I just,
So here's my question.
yes, ma'am.
One, did you call probation and tell them you had a accident and somebody stole your catalytic converter?
No, no.
Did you call them and say, I'm not going to be testing because here's the reason I'm not testing?
No, Your Honor, I didn't.
So you're on probation. And when you don't do things, what ends up happening is motions to revoke are filed. Now, some judges, they would have looked at this and they would have just said, file a motion to revoke. And then you would have been taken into custody. Either you would have made bond or you would not have been able to make bond. And then from that, maybe you lose your job, which I don't think you want to lose your job. So the actions that you are taking are not good actions. They're not telling me that you want to successfully complete probation. So far, what you're telling me is you want to be revoked.
I hope I'm not giving you.
No, that's what I'm getting because you're not staying in contact with probation and you're drinking alcohol. Here's the thing, whether or not you are on probation, it could be for anything. It could have absolutely nothing to do with alcohol, right? Let's say it's a theft case, has absolutely nothing to do with alcohol. You never use drugs, whatever it may be. According to the law in Texas, when you're on probation, you're not allowed to drink alcohol, period. And there's something going on with you. That's the reason why you're on Ignition-Interlock.
Yes, Your Honor.
So what I'm going to tell you is if you don't follow these rules, there may not be any more compliance hearings for you. There may just be a submission of a motion to revoke. If it's in order, I'm going to sign it and they will pick you up wherever you may be. And then we will hear your case. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. What are you suggesting?
Judge, what I am suggesting is an increase in his test windows for the ignition and interlock device. Currently, I believe he's testing 3 times a day.
Mhm.
I would ask that be increased to 5 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
Weekly drug tests for 30 to 45 days. And an extension of the device for however long the court mandates.
Just give me one moment. Let me find this. All right,
And Judge, I just have a couple more things.
let me put this. And I'm sorry, you wanted weekly drug testing for how long?
30 to 45 days, Judge.
All right, and then what else are you asking for?
Judge, in reviewing his file, I did notice a TAP was completed and amended conditions were signed for him to go through the intensive outpatient treatment, monthly UAs and sober support meetings. In reviewing the file, I don't see that he's been placed in the treatment or a referral has been sent. So I would also recommend intensive outpatient treatment.
All right, is there anything else? All right, so we're gonna try this and see how it works with you. If there are issues, you need to contact probation because you're looking at potentially just one moment. Yaya, I'm printing something over there. If you could grab it for me, please. You're looking at potentially 2 years in the state jail facility for what you're charged with. And when you go to the state jail facility, that's day for day time. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
In order to be successful on probation in this court, communication is key. If you do not follow through, a motion to revoke is going to be filed. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, ma'am.
All right. Do better. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you. Let me see what I have.
Have this from Sean.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Who is the person on this?
Ashley Jones for the state, Your Honor.
All right. The court is calling 2024 CR 012991W State versus Kiska Stewart. Could I have parties announced?
Ashley Jones for the state. Lindsay Shopham is Stewart.
And are you Miss Stewart?
I am.
All right, we are here. Defense has filed a motion to terminate community supervision. According to this, the defendant has been placed on community supervision since December 19th, 2024, and it was for a period of 18 months. State, are you in agreement?
We are not, Your Honor, just based on the offense and the amount of time.
All right.
Yes, Judge. So this was a case, it's out of your court, but it was reduced to a misdemeanor. She was placed on deferred adjudication for 18 months. So as of today, she's been on nearly 10 months. Even since the supplemental report that you're looking at was completed, she has completed her community service hours. I provided the state a copy of her donation that she made to the Texas Advocacy Project for $309. She's completed her BIP. She has now completed her community service. As you can see, there's been no concerns of her violating any no contact or no harmful or injurious contact orders. She's up to date on her fees. We're asking the court, she has a young child and she's trying to go to school, cosmetology school. And since she has been on more than half of the term, we're asking the court to consider our request for early termination.
All right, this is what I can tell you. I will strongly consider terminating you on December, because December, that will put you at a year. And what I would like is I would like the complainant to be contacted, to be notified. If you have no violations and everything is fine, December, I will terminate her.
Could I?
Sure.
So if this, not only the BIP, I've also completed VENT program through the Peace Initiative, as well as the fatherhood campaign. Being able to get off early would give me the opportunity to renew my Texas insurance license, my health and life insurance. With Medicare coming up, that is a huge opportunity, not only for me, but for my son to be able to provide for him. Open enrollment ends December, so if I could get that license.
When you say it ends December, what date does it end in December?
So it starts October 15th, and I believe it ends December 1st. So there's that 2-month period, or and maybe the 31st. But there's a
All right, if somebody bring me proof that it ends at the beginning of December, because I'm not sure if it ends at the beginning of December. If y'all bring me proof of that, then I will consider early termination in November. But what I need is this is what I want you to take away from today. If there are no violations, state, you're going to have to reach out to the complainant and let them know that in November, if there are no violations, and if there's proof that early enrollment ends December 1st, then she's going to be terminated in November.
Yes, Your Honor.
If early enrollment doesn't end December 1st, if it's at the end of December, December 19th, if that's during the week, she's going to be terminated if there are no violations.
Yes, sir. Is that it? Okay, Judge, so will I need to file another motion or the court will terminate?
No, it will be done automatically.
Okay,
So probate, the only thing probation will need to provide to me in November, Ms. Abrams, is that there have been no violations. You won't even need to appear. The state will have plenty of time to have contacted the complainant to let them know that your probation will be terminated.
Can I? Sorry. I will also say with this, it is my son's father, and we're also going through a custody battle right now. So with warning him, this might be ammunition to,
No, here's the thing. Let me just tell you. I understand. I've done CPS cases. I've done family violence cases. I understand when there are custody issues. This is what I'm telling you. If there are no violations, you're going to be terminated. The only issue with the court now is like the length of time. And I do realize that cases don't come to felony court as misdemeanors. I only handle felonies. So this tells me that this case was something else, and then it was pled down maybe to a misdemeanor. So what I'm telling you is, if there are no violations, no report from probation that there are any issues, your attorney won't have to come in and file a new motion. You won't have to come in. Probation will submit to me the early termination, and I will sign it. And they're going to have to reach out to the complainant, because anytime I do early termination, whatever the termination it is, even if it's a theft case, I let the complainant know. I don't. I want the complainant to know, so there won't be any issues if somebody sees someone, because then that sometimes will result in new cases being filed, and I don't want that to happen. Okay.
Judge, can I have a date, November?
Let me look at the calendar here. Let's do, Norma, what date do you want in November? We can do the middle of November. Of course, I want it before Thanksgiving. All right, November 17th. And then if you want to stop in, Lindsay, you can stop in, but Ms. Abrams will give it to me and I will sign it if
Yep.
there are no violations.
Yes.
So whether it's signed or not is 100% dependent upon you. If there are no violations, and by no violations, I mean no positive UAs without prescription. If there's a no contact order, then no contact. If there's a no harm for injurious order, no harm for injurious order. No picking up any new cases. And then you won't have to come in on that day unless your attorney wants you in that day.
Yes, Judge.
All right, is there anything else?
Yes, no, ma'am. Thank
All
you.
right. And it's in my notes, so I know what I said, but my mind is a steel trap, so I'll remember it anyway.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes. No, she doesn't, she's gonna provide that to her attorney, but if there are no violations, we'll terminate her on November 17th. So we'll put it on the docket, but she doesn't have to appear.
Romero, how are you?